Hi guys, it's Malika again. Welcome back to my channel. So for today I have a review video for you guys. I just recently got the PR package from Pixi Beauty of their whole collaboration line that they did with Chloe Morello, Weylie Hoang and Dulce Candy. So if you guys are interested in finding out what my thoughts on this whole collaboration, then please keep on watching. Alright, so like I said earlier, I did got sent the whole package, the whole PR package from this collaboration. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen me unboxing the whole PR stuff. And I kind of throw away the box, so I can't really show you guys how big the box are, but the box was like huge. It was like I could not fit in one frame. Alright, so let's get straight to what products come in this whole collaboration. So for collaboration with Chloe Morello, she did a face palette, so you can do like a one look in this whole palette. And then she also have a lip topper or lip gloss, and this is in the color Cake. And I already swatched this and I have more pictures on my blog, so if you guys want to see all the swatches of all these palettes, by the way, then I'll have the link to my blogs down below. They should be up by now. But yeah, so her palettes comes with an eyeshadow, blush, highlights, and brow products in here. And let me try to open this. It's not opening. So you have like 6 shimmery shades right here for the eyeshadows, and then you have your blush, 3 blush color. For me, this color right here is light enough to be a highlight. Also, if you want to use it as a highlight, it's a beautiful color. And then right here you got 3 brow products right here. So this is an all-in-one look, so you can definitely just pack this palette and you can do one look in here. And also there's one other thing in here. This whole palette right here is there's a tiny mirror right there. I'm not particularly fond of that mirror because it's just too tiny to even use it, in my opinion. So I didn't really care that it come in this palette. So for the palette itself is retail for $24, and then the lip gloss is retail for $14. So those are the Chloe Morello collaboration. Now for Dulce Candy, there's 2 palettes in her collaboration. There's a lip palette and there's a face palette, and her palettes are $24 each. So for the Sweet Glow palette, or I call it a face palette, this is the Cafe con Dulce palette, and there is 9 pans of beautiful shimmery highlights color, and I use this one right here on my cheek as a highlight, and then I also use this color right here in the middle as my eyeshadow color right there in my lids. So you guys will see me using this palette later on when we do the application part, and I'll show you guys how I did this whole look using all of these products later. And then for the lip palette, this is a multi-use palette, by the way. Same thing with this, so you can use it as a highlight, eyeshadows. You can even use it for a bronzer if you want a very shimmery bronzer look. You can use this bronzing color down here, but I don't particularly like any shimmer as a bronzer. I like a matte shimmer, matte bronzer, so I won't be using that. So this palette is the same thing. It's a lip and cheek palette, so you can use it as a lip color, cheek color, and I even use it as an eyelid color too, because it is a cream to powder formula, in my opinion. So it is creamy on the pans, but once you apply it directly to your skin or to your lips, it turns into powder, which is great. So I use it on my lids also, not my eyelids. So the colors that I use for my cheek on the blush is this one right here in the middle. It's called Passion. And then for the lips, I use 2 colors to do a ombre lips. I use this one right here, Canela, and then I use the bezel as the middle part to, you know, make it look like very ombre. And then to top it off, I use the Chloe Morello lip gloss on the top, just right on the middle, to just give me more of like a glossy and make my lips look a bit fuller. So for Weylie Hoang, she came out with 2 products, and I'm sorry if I don't pronounce her name right. I'm not familiar with her. In general, I don't follow her until like recently because I never knew who she was. The only blogger that I know from this whole collaboration is Dulce Candy, and I'm not familiar with Chloe or Weylie, but I do love their products, and I just recently followed their Instagram and YouTube, so we'll find out what my thoughts on them later on, you know? But her collaboration, she did come up with 2 products, actually 3 products if you count this as 2. So this is a dual-ended or dual eyeliner. So one side you get a coal black eyeliner like that, and then on the other side you get a full tip eyeliner. They're both black, and I did again swatch this too also on my blog, so go ahead and check that out if you guys want it. And for the eyeshadow palettes, there's 6 colors in here. You get 3 mattes and 2 shimmers and 1 glitter. This one right here and this one right here are shimmer, and this one is more on the glitter for me particularly, and then this 3 right here is a matte. They are beautiful shades. They're very neutral, warm palette, so this is a great for those who love neutral look, you know. Again, this is also like, I feel like you can definitely use this as an all-in-one palette. I don't think any of these color will look great as a brow color, but you can definitely use this color as a blush if you want to, and you can use these color up here as a highlight if you want to. But yeah, this is the palettes that came in her collaboration, and let me see how much these retail for. So her collaboration is retail for $20, so I think her kit is the cheapest of all, so this is only $20, and Dulce Candy is $24 each palette, and for Chloe Morello, her palette is $24 and her lip topping is $14, so Weylie is the cheapest of all. But yeah, so those are all the palettes and the products that came with the collaboration. So let's move on to the demo part. I'll show you guys how I did this whole look using all of these products on the top of some other products that I have to use, you know, because I don't have any foundation from Pixi or anything, so I had to use a different brand foundation, but I did try to use all the Pixi products that I own because I do have a lot. So yeah, let's get straight to that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the eye makeup. So I'm going to go in the Sugar and Spice palette, and this is just the lip palette, but it's supposed to be a multi-use palette, so you can definitely use this on the lips or the cheek, and I believe you can definitely use it on the eyes also.
Where can you use it?
On the eyes. What is wrong with you people? I can't film! Okay, I just locked them both out. I locked my doors so they can't come in and disturb us. Okay, so let's get back into our video. So I'm going to go in with the lip palette. And this palette right here is safe to use on the lips and the cheek. And if you want to use this on your eyes, definitely test it out first and then see if you are having any allergic reaction. And just make sure you read the ingredient list very thoroughly if you want to do that. But for me, I had tried it before and it doesn't like give me any weird reaction to it, so I'm going to go ahead and say it is safe to use it on the eyes for me in my case. So in this palette right here, I'm going to go ahead and use this very bottom color right here, and it's called Canela, I'm assuming, and it's just a beautiful like a taupe pink color, and I'm just going to use this actually as my base color because I think the color is just so pretty, and this color blends in so nicely on my eyes, and it'll just give me a very good base for my eyeshadow later on. Now that we got the base down, I'm going to go in with the Weylie palette, and hers has 2 shimmer and 1 glitters and 3 matte shades in here. So we'll be going in with this one right here, and I believe this is called Sista. So I'm going to use my Sigma Tapered Blending E35 and picking up that color Sista and use that as my crease color. And my hair needs to get out of the way. And this color is so pretty and it's very blendable, and like I said earlier, I swatched all of these already, so if you guys want to see more swatches on all of these palettes and colors, just go ahead and visit my blog. I'll have the links to my blog down below to the blog post itself, so you can definitely check it out. But the color just really deepened the look a little bit more and give me a more like dimension to the eye looks, which I really like. Going in with the same palette, I'm going to pick up the color Bomb right here and just really deepen my outer V's. It just creates a little bit more dimension to the look itself. So we'll do that. And for the brush I'm using with that is the BH Cosmetic 105. This is just a detailed pencil brush because I want the color to be placed precisely on my outer V and blend it out, and I don't want it to go everywhere, so that is what I'm going to do with this. This color is so beautiful. I love how it is. It's just so pigmented. Very easy to apply on my eyelids. And like I said earlier, I had tried this palette before and it blends like amazingly, so I love it. Okay, so I'm going to use the medium angle shading brush from Pixi. This is number 207, and just blend out the edges of that color and kind of blend the color into my crease a little, so we have this smooth transition color. Next, I'm going in with the Cafe con Dulce palette and then picking up this color right here in the middle, Dolce, and pop that right on my eyelids. And this is going to just give me a pop of color. And I'm using the Too Faced eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to apply that on my eyelids. And I think this palette right here is the superstar in this whole collection or collaboration, you want to call it. I just love it so much, and I don't think I will ever put it down. But the color just so amazing, and this is super pigmented, and I'm using it with a brush. So imagine me using it with my finger, and it's just so creamy. It's applied beautifully on my eyelids. You can see right now. And obviously, if you want more intense color payoff, you can wet your brush or use a mixing medium like Dulce said on her channel. But I just love how it is right now. It just gives me the right amount of shimmer. That's just how I like it. And if I want more dramatic look, obviously I can use like a Fix Plus with that. But look how beautiful this color is on my eyes. It's just so reflective. And I'm going back with the eye shading brush, the Pixi 207, and kind of blend out the edges a little and diffuse the two colors together so we have a smooth transition color instead of just, you know, unblend color. Okay, so that is all I want to do in terms of eyeshadows. Let's go ahead and line my eyes. So I'm going to use the Pixi and Weylie eyeliner. This is the dual-ended eyeliner or dual eyeliner. So one side you got the fill tip, and then the other side you got the kohl eyeliner. And they're both extremely black, very pigmented. Now one thing I do notice about the fill tip itself is it bleeds when you use it when it's still wet, but once it's dry it does not move or budge or anything. Definitely not waterproof though, because I did try to remove it with water and it came off. But if you, as long as you don't fully submerge in the water, this eyeliner will not go anywhere. So yeah. And like I said earlier, keep that in mind that this eyeliner bleeds, so you want to make sure that the eyeliner completely dry before, you know, open your eyes. Especially for those who have like hooded eyes. If you apply the eyeliner and then you close your eyes, the eyeliner might touch your crease. If that makes any sense. But that's only applied for people with hooded eyes. So you know, if you don't have hooded eye like me, you'll be fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and lightly line my eyes. And obviously using the fill tip liner. Right, so I went a little bit too thick on the eyeliners, but we will make it work, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and curl my lashes and apply some mascara. And for the mascara I'm using today is from Too Faced. This is their Born This Way, or not Born This Way, Better Than Sex mascara in the waterproof formula. Okay, so to fill in my brow, I'm going to go in with the Chloe Morello palette, and I'm going to use the brow products in that palette. And let me open it up. So here are all the brows products. There's 3 colors. There's the lighter brown, and this look more like a taupe color, and this is like a black or ebony, whatever you want to call it. So you can mix and match and customize your own brow color. So I'm going to actually pick up the more of the taupier color. And I'm using the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks brush, I believe. And I don't remember where I got this from. It's probably one of those subscription boxes that I got. This brush right here comes with a like a liner brush or brow brush. And then on the other side there's a spoolie, so I can, you know, comb my brows with it first. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to just pick up that taupey color and fill in the outer half of my brows with it. And one thing about this palette is come with this tiny mirror right here. I don't know, I feel like this mirror is just too small for me to even use it. I feel like I need a full-size mirror for that, so I'm just going to use my Becca cosmetic mirror to fill this in. This eyeshadow powder is not the most pigmented one out there, but it does the job in terms of filling it in. I think it makes it look more natural than it is, like all done up. And I think that's what Chloe has in mind when she came out with this palette. It's supposed to be like a soft romantic palette, but for me, I need a little bit more pigments in terms of brow products. That's just me. I mean, it does pretty decent job in terms of filling it in, but I think it's just looks so soft that I think I might need like a stronger color payoff to fill it in. I might even have to use like the darker color to make sure that I fill in all the sparse area. But it looks pretty soft enough, right? Powder is like something that you use when you want like a softer natural brow. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix the lighter color, like a lighter brown, mix with the taupe and fill in the right here, the inner corner. That is all for that brow. Look how it does like shape my brows a little, make it a little bit more defined, but nothing too crazy. And this is what it looks like without all that product. So it's pretty good, right? Alright, so off the camera, I did went in and set my brow with the brow gel from Benefit Cosmetic, and then I also highlight underneath my brow a little bit with the high brow from also Benefit Cosmetic. So I did went in and use these 2 products to just finishing up the eyebrow parts. Now let's move on to the face. I think I'm done with the eyes in general. For primer, I'm going to use the Neo Elixir Weightless Beauty Oil. This is from Kevin Kwan, and I'm just going to give myself a few drops of this to just prime my skin. I'm shaking it up because this has 3 products in one, so there's like water-based, oil-based, and some kind of like essence in it. So shaking it up to a beautiful pale pink color and apply 3 drops of this on my face. I've been loving this primer. This is like a very, very light oil on the face, and it smells pretty. Oh, I just dropped some on my hand. It smells really good too, and it's super light, so it does not feel heavy on your skin at all. So if you're very oily, you can use this still because it's super light. It does not cake or oil up on your face, because I do have oily skin and I still enjoy this oil very much. So just going to give myself a little bit of massage as I do that, because I feel like the products absorb better to the skin when we do that. And my face is instantly like glow after I use this. So I love that. So for the foundation that we'll be using today is from Makeup Forever. This is their Ultra HD foundation, and mine in the color Y415. I'm just shaking it up a little because this is quite old. And yeah, I don't remember when or how long ago I got this. I hope it's not expired, but we will still use it, and I will find out later on if my face start to break out. You know why? Okay, so for the brush that I'm going to use with that is the 3D HD Kabuki brush from Sigma. You guys know how much I love that. I'm just going to pump the foundation directly to my face. What I like about spring is it is around almost 7 o'clock right now, and it's really still bright outside, so I'm excited for spring and summer because I get to enjoy more daylight versus winter, just so dark and gloomy all the time. Okay, foundation's done. Let's move on to the eyes. Let's brighten it up a little with the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and mine just the lighter color of the two. I believe the darker color for a tan, medium to tan or dark deep complexion, but they sent me the lighter color. I'm not complaining. I still like it and I still use it. Underneath my eyes and kind of blend it out with my finger. And this really helps brighten up underneath my eyes, so if I have like no sleep at all the night before and I have raccoon's eye, this shit really does the trick for me. As you can see, it's instantly brightening. You see the difference between this and that? That's just crazy. Alright, so for concealer, I'm using the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer from Makeup Forever. Not Makeup Forever, Makeup Revolution London. And the color that I'm using is C12. I'm just doing 3 dots of this. And I'm mixing with the C10, just a lighter color, and do 2 dots of that so I can get the right color for my under eyes, because I do want that area to be a little bit brighter. And I'm using the Sigma Concealer F70 brush to blend out the color. Alright, so let's set my face a little. For the setting powder, I'm using the Pixi Quick Fix powder. This is just a translucent powder. And it comes with this applicator right here. I'm not particularly fond of. It's just like a little, like a poof kind of thing. So I'm just going to untwist the powder and tap a little bit of the powder on the lid. On this lid right here, and then use a big powder brush to set my face. Let's brown up my face a little. I'm going to use the Sunlit Bronzer by Becca Cosmetics, and this is in the color Ipanema Sun, I believe, and it's just a gorgeous bronzer color. And I'm using the Sigma Large Contour F40 brush and kind of pick up that color and just shade my face a little. I'm not going to contour today. I just want a nice color in my cheek because I feel like the foundation really made me look really pale, so we'll add some color back in. This bronzer is so beautiful. Lays so nice on my skin. Looks so natural. I'm gonna shade it a little up here too. Just warming around my nose a little, you know, just add a little bit of colors and sun kiss look on that, so that is good. Alright, so let's go back to our Dulce Candy Sugar and Spice palette, and I'm going to use this as my blush color now. I'm going to pick up this color right here, actually in the middle one. This is Passion, I believe. This one right here. And I'm using the ColourPop stippling brush and just apply that on my cheek as a blush color. Now this palette right here, in terms of lip color, is super pigmented, but I feel like if you're going to use it as a blush color, it might be too pigmented for that, and you might pick up too much of a product and apply it directly to your face. So my only advice when you use this as a cheek color is to use a less dense brush. That way you don't pick up a lot of color. So I'm going to use the ColourPop stippling brush, and this is going to just pick up enough color for me to use as a cheek color, and I'm going very light-handed for that. And since this is a cream color, you can't just tap off excess powder. So what you can do is just do it in your back of your hand first, you know, just tap off any like extra color back there and then just apply it on your cheek. And this just give me just the right amount of blush color that I want. It just give me some color but not super intense pigment, and if I want more color I can definitely go back in the palette and pick up some more, you know. But this is such a gorgeous color for my blush I meant. Just give me just the softest flush color. Alright, so that is done with the blush, and I'm loving how it is. So let's move on with the highlights. Alright, so let's get on with the highlights. I'm going back with the Café con Dulce palette, and then I'm picking up this bottom highlight color right here. It's like a beautiful, like rosy, not rosy, like a rose gold, like a peach rose gold color. I don't know, hard to explain. And I'm using the ABH A23 brush and pick up that color and apply that directly on my cheek as my highlighting color. And you guys will see how beautiful this is on my cheek. And you see that glow. I love it. I don't know, I just love this collaboration so much. And I feel like their product just so versatile that I can use for anything, you know. I can use it as a highlight, I can use as eyeshadows. It's just great. That just add enough beam to my face. I'm just bringing it up a little bit on my temple. Same thing with this. Bring it up on my nose a little, just slightly right there, and then a little bit on my cupid's bow. Alright, so for the lips, let's do a fun ombre lips. I'm going to use two colors right here, the two bottom colors. So I'm going to apply this color right here all over my lips first, and this one is Canela, and it is the first color that we use on our eyes as an eyeshadow base. And just applying that directly in my lips with a concealer brush. I'm using that as a lip brush. I feel like this lip color alone will just wash me out, but just because it's a little bit too pale for me. But if we're going to do an ombre lip, this will be perfect for that. And even though this is like a cream to powder product, I can tell that this does not dry out my lips, but if you have extremely dry, chapped lips, you might want to hydrate before you apply this on, you know? Because it will not add any hydration on your lips at all. It does not take away the hydration or like any moisture from your lips, but it does not add anything to your lips either. So just keep that in mind. So that is the amount of color I want. Now we're going with the color Beso. And I think Dulce really liked this color, and I can tell why. It's just a gorgeous, bright, hot pink color. I don't know. I just love it too, but I feel like I can't pull out that color by itself. So this color right here, I'm just going to place it right on in the middle of my lips. Okay, just blends it out a little. With my lips or with the brush. Just like that. And then you got yourself an ombre lips. This is very Asian of me. I feel like a lot of Asian like this kind of lips, like the ombre but with a like a very bright pink or bright red in the inside. They just love how it looks. I don't know, I just love it too. it's still very useful in my opinion. So yeah, alright, so I think we used every products in this whole collection, I believe. So this is the complete look, guys. So what you guys think? Or should I do the lip topper too? Alright, let's be extra and put on the lip topper. This is the cake lip icing. And I'm just going to apply that actually to the middle part of my lips. Ooh, this is just at the right amount of shine here. Alright, so here's the finishing look, guys, from this whole collaboration. So I'm super happy of how well this look turned out. I mean, obviously the wing was a little bit too dramatic than what I was envision or what I have in mind. I thought I was gonna do like a softer look, like a soft wings, but this look turned out pretty good, and I'm loving the glow that I have on. It's just the right amount of glow, and I'm super happy with this whole collab. Now if I have to pick one items of this whole collaboration as to like the hero items, the one that I think you guys need to go check out and grab is this palette right here. This is a must-have in my opinion. They are beautiful, they're very creamy, they look really great on my complexion. Mine is like a medium tan complexion, and I think it's very complementary to every skin tone. I mean, you have a lighter shade up here, so definitely good for those with fair skin, and then you have like a pink shimmer or pink and purple color. This could be used as a blush color if you want to have like just a one wash of like glow blush color and skip on the highlights and contour and stuff. That would be great for that. And then the bottom part, there's like a bronzy color, so if you want like a sun glow kiss, this would be great for that, and you can definitely use this as an eyeshadows. So I love this whole palette, and this is one of the palettes that I would say you guys should go ahead and check it out if you have to pick one items. Otherwise, I love every items in this whole palette. Now, I didn't get to play a lot with the Chloe palette just because I want to mainly focus on this palette and the Weylie palette, but her palette is pretty amazing. It's very neutral in my opinion. It's made to be like a neutral, soft, romantic look anyway. And the bottom part for the brow products, they're not the most pigmented products out there, but again, like I said earlier, it's supposed to be like a softer look with her palette, so that will go great with that palette. So if you guys want an all-in-one palette, this would be great for that, because you got all your eyeshadows and then your brows and your blush and your highlights all in one palette. But I love every single items in this whole collection, and I think you guys should definitely check them out, and I will have all the links to all of these items down below. And like I said earlier, if you guys want to see more swatches of this whole collection, all the palettes and stuff, I'll have the link to my blogs, because I did some swatches on a natural daylight, because I'm shooting with a ring light right now, so it might not show the true color. So if you guys want to check that out, I have the link to my blogs down below. But yeah, that is all for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys picked out any of these products, I'm curious to know what you thought in this whole collaboration. You like it, you hate it, so on and so forth. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and if you liked it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, this video a thumbs up of course, and follow me on Instagram at SIMPLYSOVANN. And if you have any video requests, let me know, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah!